Have you ever wondered what really makes a millionaire tick? Is it a sky-high IQ, a fancy Ivy League degree, or maybe just pure, dumb luck? What if I told you that for most self-made millionaires, it's none of the above? Today, we're diving deep into a book that shatters these myths and reveals the true mindset of the wealthy. We're talking about The Millionaire Mind by Dr. Thomas J. Stanley, the sequel to his blockbuster bestseller, The Millionaire Next Door. If you've ever felt like you weren't smart enough or good enough to be rich, this review is for you. Stick around, because the secrets we're about to uncover could completely change how you think about building wealth. First, let's set the stage. Dr. Thomas J. Stanley wasn't just some guy writing about money. He was a dedicated researcher who spent decades, starting way back in 1973, studying America's affluent. His first book, The Millionaire Next Door, was a phenomenon. It sold millions of copies by revealing that most millionaires don't live in Beverly Hills or drive Lamborghinis. They're often your unassuming neighbors with a paid-off mortgage and a sensible sedan. The Millionaire Mind takes this research a step further. Instead of just looking at who the millionaires are, Stanley delves into how they think. He conducted in-depth surveys and interviews with over 1,300 millionaires, focusing on the top 1% of households. He wanted to understand their beliefs, their habits, their values, and the psychological factors that propelled them to financial success. This book isn't about stock tips or get-rich-quick schemes. It's a look inside the very engine that drives wealth creation. One of the most powerful and frankly liberating ideas in The Millionaire Mind is that you don't need to be a genius to become a millionaire. This is a recurring theme, and it's backed by some surprising data. Stanley found that the average millionaire had a college GPA of just 2.9 out of 4.0. Their average SAT score was 1190, which is good, but far from genius level. Many of them were even told by teachers or parents that they weren't particularly bright. So, if it's not raw intelligence, what is it? Stanley identifies a set of key characteristics that are far more predictive of financial success than academic brilliance. Things like integrity, discipline, strong social skills, and having a supportive spouse. He argues that qualities like honesty and reliability are paramount. Why? Because business and wealth are built on trust. Your reputation is your greatest asset. People want to do business with, work for, and invest with people they can count on. It's a simple truth that's often overlooked in our rush for quick wins. Another huge factor is discipline. The ability to delay gratification, to live below your means, and to consistently invest your money over the long term is a cornerstone of the millionaire mindset. This isn't about being cheap, it's about being intentional. It's the difference between buying a flashy new car on credit and investing that same money into an asset that will grow over time. Stanley's research shows that financial discipline is a habit, a muscle that these individuals have trained and strengthened throughout their lives. They think about their long-term freedom, not short-term status symbols. Let's talk about risk. Many people think millionaires are huge risk-takers, betting the farm on speculative ventures. Stanley's research paints a very different picture. Yes, they take risks, but they are calculated risks. They do their homework. They study their industries, understand the potential downsides, and create contingency plans. They're not gamblers. They're strategists. They understand that courage isn't about the absence of fear, but about acting in spite of it. Armed with knowledge and preparation, they're willing to step out of their comfort zones, but they don't do it blindly. This is a crucial distinction. They take financial risks where they have some control or superior knowledge, rather than just rolling the dice. Career choice is another fascinating area the book explores. You might think millionaires are all doctors, lawyers, or high-powered CEOs. While some are, a significant portion are entrepreneurs or business owners, often in very dull normal industries. Think commercial real estate, pest control, or owning a chain of laundromats. These aren't the glamorous careers you see in movies, but they are often profitable niches with less competition. The key insight here is that these individuals chose careers where their success was directly tied to their effort and performance, not a fixed salary. They found a need in the market and focused on becoming the best at filling that need. They weren't chasing passion in an abstract sense. They developed a passion for being successful, for serving their customers, and for building something of their own. One of my favorite parts of the book is its focus on the softer skills. Stanley emphasizes the importance of getting along with people. Social skills, leadership ability, and the capacity to sell your ideas are highlighted as critical success factors. Think about it. You can have the best product in the world, but if you can't communicate its value, if you can't lead a team, or if you can't build strong relationships with clients and partners, you won't get very far. The stereotypical nerd who can't hold a conversation is not the model for a self-made millionaire. They are often charismatic, persuasive, and excellent at building networks. The book also dedicates a significant portion to the personal lives of millionaires, particularly their choice of spouse. This might seem surprising in a book about finance, but Stanley's data is clear. A supportive spouse is a massive asset. He found that most male millionaires in his study were married to women who were frugal, encouraging, and shared their financial goals. A spouse who is constantly pushing for a more extravagant lifestyle can sabotage even the best financial plan. Conversely, a partner who is on the same page, who understands the importance of saving and investing, can double your chances of success. It's a team sport. This isn't about finding a spouse who will make you rich, but finding a life partner who shares your values and supports your long-term vision. Now, let's address a potential criticism. The book was published in the year 2000. Is the information still relevant today? I would argue, absolutely. While the technology and the specific market opportunities have changed, the core principles of the millionaire mindset are timeless. Integrity, discipline, perseverance, calculated risk-taking, and strong interpersonal skills will always be the foundations of success. Whether you're building a tech startup in Silicon Valley or a manufacturing business in the Midwest, the fundamental psychology of wealth creation hasn't changed. The Millionaire Mind is more than just a book. It's an inspirational guide. It's for anyone who has ever been told they weren't smart enough or that their dreams were too big. It proves that your background doesn't have to determine your future. Your grades, your SAT scores, the neighborhood you grew up in, none of these things define your potential for financial success. What matters is the mindset you choose to cultivate. So, who should read this book? I'd recommend it to young people just starting their careers, to entrepreneurs looking for a motivational boost, and to anyone who feels stuck financially and needs a new perspective. It's not a step-by-step how-to guide. It won't tell you which stocks to pick. Instead, it gives you something far more valuable, a roadmap to developing the character traits and thought patterns that lead to lasting wealth. It's about building a foundation of good habits, strong values, and unwavering belief in yourself. To sum it all up, the Millionaire Mind teaches us that wealth is less about circumstance and more about character. It's about being honest, disciplined, and courageous. It's about choosing your career and your life partner wisely. It's about understanding that financial success is a marathon, not a sprint. And it's available to those who are willing to adopt the right mindset. This book is a powerful reminder that the most important investment you can ever make is in yourself. If you've read The Millionaire Mind or The Millionaire Next Door, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What was your biggest takeaway? And if you found this review helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the best books on finance and personal development. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.